Okay, students, today you guys have just learned about comparing and ordering fractions and mixed numbers. For homework, I assigned to you guys just the reteach page, so I need you guys to focus more on just regular fractions and not too much on the mixed numbers. I'm going to go over a couple of examples so that you guys can see if you had any confusions from today's lessons, okay? So here's one example. For number 1, if I am comparing the fraction, sorry, let me zoom in. If I'm comparing the fraction 5/6 and 1/3, and I want to put it in order from least to greatest, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the denominator from each of the fractions and see what common multiple that they have. So let's do the first denominator, which is a 6. So I'm going to write this 6 here and write down all the multiples of 6 that I know. So it will be 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18. I'm just going to stop right there. The next one, we're going to look at the 3. So let's write all the multiples of 3. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9. Okay? We're going to look for the common multiple, which I see here is a 6 in both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the denominators to 6. So for 5/6, I'm going to change the denominator to 6. And because it's already a 6, really there's nothing to change. It's going to stay the same. Let's look at 1/3. Okay. When we look at 1/3, we want to change the denominator into 6th so that we can compare. Well, how did I get from 3 to 6? What did I have to do? Let's think about that. I think I can multiply 2 to the denominator. And remember, whatever we do to the denominator, we must do to the numerator. So I'm going to do the same. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay? So now I'm going to compare 5/6 and 2/6. Okay? This is equal to 5/6. Obviously, we didn't change it. And this is equal to 1/3. Which one is greater? 5/6 or 2/6? I think 5/6 would be the greater number. So if I had to put it in order, I would say 5/6, and then the smaller one with the least value would be 1/3, which is equal to 2/6. So I would write it out like that. Okay? I'm going to do one more example. Let's look at number 2. What if I gave you 3/7 and I wanted you to compare that with 1/4? Let's say that. I want to make the denominators the same so that they are comparable, so I can actually compare and order the fractions. So let's look at the denominators again. Okay, we're going to look at that 7 and the 4. So I'm going to put the multiples of 7, which is 7, then it's 14, then it's 21, then 28, and then 35. Then I'm going to do the multiples of 4. That's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and 28. And I'm going to stop there because I found a common multiple, which is 28. So I'm going to change both of the fractions so that they have the denominator 28. So let's change 3/7 so that the denominator is 28. Okay, well, we learned this yesterday. How can I make these equivalent fractions? Well, what did I have to do to get from 7 to 28? I multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever I do to the denominator, I must do to the numerator, and I get 12. Okay, that's one of them. Let's look at 1/4 now. We're going to change that already right here. 1/4. And I want to change the denominator to 28 because we saw that that was the common multiple. The way I got from 4 to 28 is 4 times, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 times 7. Whatever I do to the denominator, I do to the numerator, and I get 7. So we're going to compare these two fractions because now we can compare because both of them have the same denominator. So which is the smaller value? 7/28 or 12/28? I think this one's a smaller value, but the original fraction was this. So I'll keep 1/4, which is smaller than 3/7. Guess I can also do that. Okay, if you have any questions, please post your questions on our homework blog and I'll do my best to try to answer. Thanks.